Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to your new favourite white wine, Gruner Veltliner. Gruner Veltliner is widely associated with Austria. In fact, it's Austria's most planted grapes. In fact, a third of their grapes planted in Austria are Gruner Veltliner. The evidence suggests that the grape variety itself has been grown in Austria for about 300 years. However, there is speculation that it could have been put there by the Romans. We're not going to do the song. Aside from Austria, it's predominantly planted in the sort of Czech Republic, Slovakia area. There's bits of it in Germany, just outside Stuttgart. Where the border of Austria meets Italy, it is also grown. It's known as Veltliner Bianco there. And it's also found in Hungary, where it's known as Zöld Veltliner. Notable offerings from the New World are America, New Zealand and Australia. In fact, in Australia it's kind of known as the next big thing. Within Australia, try to look for wines that come from Eden Valley and Adelaide Hills. And Gruner Veltliner has a lot in common with Gewürztraminer from the perspective is that the only thing that really holds it back from being grown predominantly in the New World is its pronunciation. It sounds really dumb, but it's kind of true. If Gewürztraminer, for example, was as easy to pronounce as Chardonnay, it would sell so much more. The good thing about Gruner Veltliner is that most people just refer to it as Gruner. So why should you be drinking Gruner Veltliner? Well, it's pretty similar to Sauvignon Blanc and Riesling, very acidic, but it's got this beautiful kind of white pepper feel to it, which is it's sort of famous for. It's crisp, fresh, it's an ideal summer drink, and it can pretty much go with any food. And when you think about the whole philosophy of wine is a grocery, not a luxury, it's so in that camp. It's so drinkable and just really easy, and you don't have to think too much about it, just enjoy it for what it is. Today I'm drinking Landhaus Paul Gruner Veltliner from Burgenland, Austria. Another good reason to enjoy Gruner Veltliner is that for the quality of wine you get, it's really, really affordable. This was about 15 bucks. The word Gruner is a sort of variation of the word green in German, and when you pour a glass you can kind of see why that is. Not only are the grapes incredibly green when they're on the vine, but when you pour the glass, a lot of that comes into it. It's a sort of straw colour with this sort of beautiful green tinge. I always get really excited about wine colour. I don't know why, maybe I'm sort of delaying the pleasure of drinking the wine itself, but I do like to have a good look at it. And this sort of reminds me of that kind of iconic Pinot Grigio look, that sort of peachy kind of hue that it takes. This has a sort of more green effect, but it's very, very striking. Oh wow. Oh, that's lovely. It's like Riesling, but without that kind of gasoline smell. Really appley, green fruits. This huge hit of white pepper in there as well. It's very pleasing. Oh yeah, it has this sort of, it tastes quite a bit like Riesling to start off with, and then it really goes down this kind of fruity, appley, in a way kind of like stone fruits, like nectarine. It kind of goes somewhere else. You expect it to kind of go the way of Riesling, but it kind of takes this little fruity turn. Oh, that's lovely. Really high acid, I'm just sort of salivating to go back for more. It's a very good wine. If you wanted a Riesling with a kind of better bedside manner, Gruner Veltliner's for you. The same can also be said for Sauvignon Blanc. It kind of starts with that big crisp smash around the face, but then it almost sort of pivots toward Pinot Grigio territory, where it sort of has a real fruity finish. If you're drinking any of those three drinks, really get acquainted with Gruner Veltliner. It's beautiful, it's summery, it's light, it's incredibly Moorish, and I am 100% converted. Cheers.